Hello Gemini, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And there's the Prince of Pentacles. That is some Taurus-style energy, right? I think we're very committed to something. We're working very hard on something. Let's put that into some context. Oh, are we working too hard on something? Let's see. Wow, okay. Let's see. What else? Oh my gosh, this is big news, I think. I think this is very, very important. But first, let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. We're using the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is just one card randomly. Kevin, aka Mr. Bates, right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. Okay? And hopefully it'll tie everything together, give us the confirmation that we need. All right. Now, let's look at these energies from above. We have two major arcana. We've got a lot of fire. We've got just a little bit of water here. A little bit of water. Don't have any air. A lot of earth. Oh, the fire here too. And we've got a lot of this earth energy. So what I'm feeling is that we started something new. Okay, this could be a new career, a new work project. This could be a new relationship, maybe. This could be a new spiritual practice. This could be a new home, a new car, something, right? Something in the physical realm that is still relatively new to us. We started a new journey or project of some kind, okay? And we've been steady on track, right? We've been committed to it. It's like we made a plan and we've stuck to it. This to me might be a little bit too much of this fixed energy. That we keep doing the same thing, right? That we started this thing and we've continued on the exact path. We haven't changed anything, right? We've been fixed to this certain way of doing things, this certain attitude, this certain plan, this certain, method. And I think what is going on is that we're seeing a little bit of a slowdown, right? Excuse me. We're seeing a little bit of this Nine of Pentacles, this progress, is starting to slow down a little bit. What we're doing, the method that we're using, I think we've exhausted this particular thing, right? That you've been driving so steadily that we've used up the tires here. We've got to change the tires, right? So we've got this 10 of Wands, and this is showing me that it's time to switch things up a little bit. That what we've been doing has been working wonderfully. But we've exhausted that path, we've exhausted that method. We have to do something new to change things up. We have to throw a little bit of creativity in here to get out of this stagnation, because I think that we've slowed things down, right? I think whatever we've been doing, like I said, it's been working wonderfully, but that progress is starting to slow down and it's going to come to a stop unless we throw something new in there, okay? So this could be this idea that we're creating something We're doing some sort of work, even if we're in retirement or whatever. It's, maybe we're growing some crops or something, let's say. And we've been doing the exact same kind of plant food, the exact amount of water, the exact amount of sunlight and darkness, ratio. And it's been working up until now. Now, progress is slowed down. Things aren't growing as fast. We don't know why. Sometimes you need something new. You need almost like a shock. You need to change the light cycle, right? Put a little bit new plant food or something, or a little bit different kind of pH balance in the soil or the water. Change something up to kind of wake things, like when you're in the gym. You're doing the same exercises day in and day out. Eventually, you're not going to see any progress. You've got to do something a little bit different. You don't have to change your entire plan. You don't have to completely start from Ace of Pentacles and start over, no. But you might have to incorporate a different amount of sets or reps. You might have to do a little bit different style. Maybe go to a machine instead of the free weights for a couple of things, right? Switch it up a little bit just to keep the situation on its toes, right? Keep your muscles awake, so they have to adapt to this slight change, right? Slight change. And I think that's how we are going to continue. See, what I really love in tarot is the fire and the earth together, right? This is going from inspiration, from creative will, from spirit, from heaven to earth, to practical results, to success, right? To crystallization, fire to earth, my favorite combination of energy. We even see that here with the Four of Wands. This is fire manifesting in this temporary stability. To me now, in this case, this is talking about the fire energy manifesting in the material world, but it's slowed down, right? It's come to a temporary stop, right? And that's because we need this Princess of Wands. We need to throw a little bit something different in the mix. Change a little something, because what the methods that we've been using now, we've exhausted those. We've gotten too used to those. We've adapted to those. Our muscles have adapted. We need to throw a little bit of something else in there to get this wheel turning again. And this is really the spiritual side of this, right? We need to get this energy expanding rather than it's just kind of slowing down. It's the wheels going slower and slower and slower until it stops, right? So we need the Princess of Wands. And this is just a little something. And you know what? This is fire and earth too. It's all fire and earth over here. It's beautiful. This is that little something different, right? You make the same meal over and over and over again, meh. But the next time you make it, throw a little bit of an extra something in there. And it's like, wow, right? It's the same idea here. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're cooking. Maybe you're in the gym. Maybe it's a creative project. Maybe it's your work, your career. Maybe you're growing crops. Maybe it's a spiritual practice. Okay. A little something extra. Now, the catch here is that if you change too much, you're going to completely ruin the dish, and we're going to have to start over, right? So there's subtlety here. There's tact. There's delicacy. It's not just throwing everything you got into it to make it completely different. A little pinch of something else, okay? And I think this is that little pinch of something else. This is the Ace of Cups. This is now the newness. This is, we start with the Ace of Pentacles. We're working, we're building something, it's growing. We're going to throw something, a little pinch of something else in there, and suddenly now it feels like a brand new thing. It feels the same, it's still an ace, but it feels like it's on a different level now. right? This was the secret ingredient. This is what was missing. Now we found it. We've got this Ace of Cups, and this is a beautiful feeling. This is now that, like, wow, like this is now it was perfect before, maybe. Now it's like out of this world magic. Yeah. This is really nice. And, you know, the timing, this is all about the appropriate timing too. It's not just about what the ingredient is, it's about when you do it, right? When do you switch up your reps and your sets? When do you change the light cycle? This is about knowing what the kind of divine timing is here, right? Because anyone can just one day say, okay, well, I'm just going to throw a little extra, you know, pepper or sage or something into my dish, and then I'll have this Ace of Cups. Well, it doesn't work that way. You gotta know when is the right time to do it. And that's what this Wheel of Fortune is all about. This is trusting in the universe. It's trusting in yourself. It's trusting that if we don't get wrapped up in the air, the thinking, the overthinking, then we'll know, we'll feel it. You know, it's when is the right time? I don't know, but I'll feel it, right? We don't have any air energy here. We don't have nothing. And that's good. We don't want to think about this. We want to feel it. We want to just kind of know when the timing is right to throw in this extra little ingredient. Look at that. We have an ace. We've got an Ace of Wands here too. And this is really the idea now that we are kind of starting things over, but we're on a higher level now. It's like we've transcended. It's like you know, if you're at the gym, you throw in this little extra ingredient, now suddenly it feels like it's a brand new workout, right? It's just, wow, feels good. Now, it's like you're leveling up even faster, right? Now we're going to get to that point again where we're going to get used to it, we're going to adapt, and we're going to need a new kind of secret ingredient. But we're going to be on a higher level, right? That's the Ace of Wands here. And of course, the Empress. The Empress next is, well, that's just amazing. There's no limit to what you can grow. There's no limit to the success, what we can create. And this is us kind of always knowing, see again, it's this major arcana energy. It's this intuition. It's just, we're so connected with what we're doing. This is like someone who's got a real green thumb. And it just is very connected with Mother Nature, very connected with the soil, with the earth, with the process of growing crops, right? Not just a book learning, not just kind of knowing what to do and when to do it, but feeling that kind of soul connection with the material, with the world, with the whatever this is, if it's a school thing, a work thing, a relationship. You're so connected with the spiritual energies involved that you just know. You know the right timing, you know the cycles, you know the seasons, right? You know when to add the special ingredient, you know when to adjust the light cycle. You know when to harvest, when to plant, you know all of these things. And I'm not discounting the intellectual knowledge, right? Just because we don't see any swords or any air energy here in the reading doesn't mean that you haven't already learned the technical part of it. Now it's about doing the more intuitive part of it, right? So maybe the air is here, but the swords are behind the scenes. You've already built a foundation of knowledge, of the kind of textbook understanding. Now it's time to connect directly with the work and open your intuition to this, to know the timing, to feel that you are part of this process, that you are intimately connected with what you're doing. This is really fascinating, and I'm getting a little curious what it is that you are doing. Let's look at the mystery card, though. All right. Thank you very much, Kevin, aka Mr. Bates. Now, for the mystery card, what I've started to do is ask all of you to try to intuit what this card's going to be. I want to make this a little more interactive, right? So I'll ask you to pause the video And leave a comment down in the comment section what you think this card should be, what you want it to be. If you don't want to play along, that's okay too. If you're busy, if you're driving or whatever, don't worry about it. Just maybe think it or say it to yourself, something like that. I'm hoping that if we do this day after day together, that will collectively raise our vibrations, right? That we'll find more and more often we're able to intuit this. And we'll start getting closer to the mark every time we do it. Now, even if we don't guess exactly the card, maybe we'll get the suit right. Maybe we'll get the general vicinity. Maybe we'll get pretty close. And I think that's good. I think that's going to be a very good exercise for all of us. Yeah. So let's take a look at the energies now, and then we can pause the video. Obviously, I'm not going to pause it because I'm still filming it. But what could this be? I want to see, maybe it's the secret ingredient. Maybe this is going to be like an Ace of Pentacles again, right? Maybe this will be the Ace of Swords, right? Because we have Ace, Ace, Ace. We have the 3 aces. Maybe we need the 4th ace. Maybe the secret ingredient is that kind of intuitive knowledge. It's still a sword, yes, but it's unified, right? It's more enlightened than just knowledge, right? It's an ace. So I'm thinking an Ace of Swords here. Right. Well, let's see. No, it's kind of the opposite of an Ace of Swords. It's a 7 of Swords. This, I think, is the problem with knowledge. And this, I think, this is a good time for us to talk about this. I think it's very important that this is here. Because if we don't address this, then maybe this is some energy that's going to sneak up on you. This is having so much book knowledge that it actually confuses us or makes us second guess ourselves, right? We think we know everything. Then when we make a decision, we're like, but wait, that other piece of information, maybe the other ingredient would be better here, right? So then we get stuck in this air. See, we're running away with those swords, but then we think, oh, wait, I left some information back there. I forgot about this thing and that thing. Well, now let me think about it again, right? So it prevents that intuitive, spontaneous addition or change, right? And I think so this is a very good reminder of the importance of the intellectual knowledge, the learning, the education, but then how we need to kind of not get stuck in that, right? Not get too wrapped up in all those facts that we learned. Because there's always going to be another fact that we forgot, or something else that we learned, or 2 facts that don't really connect, right? They seem kind of opposing. And that all is going to take us away from the ace that we need, that kind of secret ingredient, that spontaneity. I think this is a good confirmation card. This is a good kind of balance to everything that we've seen. All right. I think this is good. Anyway, we are going to do an extended reading, Gemini. If you want to stick around, click either above or below in the description box. New readings come out every day, 6 a.m. Chicago time, so please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next reading. I want to thank you for watching this video all the way through until the end. That really does keep the algorithm happy. That, in turn, is good for the channel. So I appreciate that. I want to thank you for being here, for letting me read for you. I want to thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.